night whispering in the trees. It's two cities and they're only.
If you're on Facebook and you reach 5,000, I think something happens. So they got to kick you into some other, like the realm of the galaxy of stars or something. You're toast. You got to get into the big thing. I don't think that people can then they consider you a celebrity, I believe, or something. Really? Something happens. Yeah, because there's a lot of really famous people on Facebook, but their page is not like ours. It's more I like this, I don't like that. So here's my concept on this thing. If I get close to 5,000, I'm going to stop at 4,999 because I don't want the opportunity for the folks who have been along for the ride take that opportunity away from them to post their comments and thoughts, etc. On the page. So I don't want to get that big, and I'll stop it if we have to. Now. That's true. Now there is a political monster emerging in Lake County. His first name is Mick, and don't get confused with other things. His first name is Mick. His last name is Dermott. Hence, McDermott. And he's having a fundraiser. I heard. I don't know this to be true. I'm not affiliated with the McDermott campaign for whatever office it might be for. I don't know. Because I don't know much about the individual. However, I did hear he's having a fundraiser this week at Freddy's Steakhouse. So it might be on Thursday. We'll keep you updated as more information becomes available about this political monster, Mick Dermott, who is emerging late in 2010 for the 2011 season. Wow. It should be very interesting. What a great political name. What a great political name. I couldn't have thought of a better one myself if it was made up.
I bet it isn't.
I don't know if it is or not. I don't know that much about the individual. But anyway, Mr. McDermott is having a fundraiser. We'll find out more about him, and we'll pass it on to you. And you can give us a call right now and lay some questions down. I heard Marcia today on, I think it was on the Deed Low show, and then the other show, and then the other show, and then the other show. So I guess this is the only show that Marcia's not calling. Is there any other show she's boycotting besides mine? What if the world was facing a real, as Ronald Reagan said? That's the problem. The Chinese couldn't even pronounce our president's name. It was Ronald Reagan. Well, when Ronald Reagan was in office, he was addressing the council. I think. Who are those cats? All the big guys, worldwide, the United Nations. Yeah, those cats. And he said something along the lines, and now it's a very, very famous part of his speech. What if we were all facing a attack from outside of our own universe? How these little trivial disagreements, they would just go away. And it's kind of based on that. But I brought it down to a little smaller situation or quandary where you could actually think about it, where it would be personal. What if this was, in fact, we were going to be struck by an ice ball or something, or what have you, was going to change the world as we know it, and the best forecast would be that almost everyone would die. I know it's a horrible scenario, but it could happen. You never know. It could be happening right now. It might happen today at 2 o'clock, and we just haven't been told yet. But nonetheless, what if it was our government that Barack Obama, who lives in Alabama, by the way, Alabama, what if he came on and addressed the nation and said, we can only protect 1 million U.S. citizens, okay? That's it. That's all we can protect. And a lot of that 1 million has already been decided. It is me and Michelle and the kids and everyone that we've ever known. And then there's going to leave a few of you out there who also we are going to contact because we want you to be part of only 1 million. And that's a lot of... When you put $1 million, that's a lot. 1 million cars. That's a lot. 1 million grains of sand, not so much. But 1 million people seems like a lot. But what if it was only 1 million out of 230 million Americans that the government was going to choose who would have the best chance to survive? Everybody else is going to be out there for the big tidal wave or the flash in the sky that renders you worthless in the blink of an eye. My question was this. Of our little group of 5 sitting there, what are your odds here? You, me, you, and you. What are our chances? And if you're listening out there, what would your chances be, seriously, of being one of those 1 million? That's a lot of people, right? That's a lot of people. But what would be your odds? How would you think you stacked up against the rest of America? What is it about you? Or is there anything about you that would put you in that realm of consideration? Rex, are you being considered, you think, out of the 1 million? Or are you toast? You're toast? Well, you know doggone well I'm toast. I'm just too old. Now, you take the age factor out of there, I might say, hey, you know what? Maybe. But based on the age factor alone, I'm too old. You don't repopulate the world with guys my age. It's either happened by now or it hasn't. You know what I mean? I should have a kid that's 30 by now. Really. I could have a kid that's a grandparent. Not necessarily. But my question was to the group, what are your odds? And then it gets to this as the reality. You could start to think about oneself with a really, really clear indication that really we're just small little cogs in the wheel. What such person would be selected, even though it's 1 million people? You have to look around the next time you go out and have dinner and ask yourself, who are these? Who of this group would be selected to repopulate the planet, to survive?